Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Celsius Podcast.
Podcast time,
Yeah.
and it's 57 degrees outside.
All right.
Outside.
Let's have all our hosts introduce themselves. I am Beck.
I'm Aiden,
I'm Uri.
and that's all of us.
Great.
So, speaking of outside, are you guys gonna watch the Bubble Guppies series finale when it comes out?
Is that the one with
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
I know that. No, they're mermaids.
It's the Nick Jr. show.
Aiden, why is this in your newsfeed, and how do you know this?
This is important information. The show is ending.
Wait, they canceled it or is it ending?
It's ending. It's done. There's no more Bubble Guppies. This is so sad.
Have you actually seen it?
When I was a child.
Okay. Are you gonna watch the finale?
No.
Okay, good. Moving on. Let's get.
You know what I watched when I was a child? I watched the Teletubbies, and that shit was lit.
How child
where they look like Among Us?
Yes, the one where they look like Among Us.
Okay. Among Us.
A couple days.
Our famous, traditional, amazing segment, What We're Watching. It only goes on for 40 minutes.
Yo, who wants to start?
Guys,
wait, did we say
Aiden will start because he has definitely watched the least.
I watched the most. I finished season 1, season 2, and season 3 of this show. It's called Steven Universe. Now,
wait, Aiden, I think you brought this up last episode. Why are you bringing it up again?
Because I'm still watching it.
That's crazy. Wait. How long is the show?
There are 5 seasons.
And then
a movie.
And then
another show.
Wow, it's crazy.
Do you guys like when shows are like ended, but then they do like a reboot show or something?
Only
or
if
something?
Like
it's
I don't know. If
good.
It's good, and like the creator's like, cool. I know. I have good ideas for this.
I think movie is good. Like a movie afterwards is always nice, but which I think we've talked about before. But additional show after the show, if it can sometimes be good. Not all the time, but sometimes.
I don't know. Most of the time, it's like, guys, we got no ideas. Let's just do what we did, but again. And it's cringe nostalgia baiting.
For the series in question right now, Steven Universe, it's a big time jump. Well, the time jump happens, and then there's the movie, and then the other show. The other show is really cringe. The movie's pretty good, but I would like to talk about the show again because I gave a very brief synopsis last time.
It's kind of like Phineas and Ferb.
Me to watch the show because I do not want to currently.
Beck won't watch because Beck. I don't know what he watches in terms of animated content, but wait.
You don't know what he watches. Wait,
no.
You don't know what he watches in terms of animated content. I wonder what's been most of this show.
Now what I refer to when I say this is like when growing up, were you a Disney Channel, a Cartoon Network, or Nickelodeon child?
Bro,
I was Disney Channel.
You don't
remember, dude. It's
don't know.
It's like any time before middle school, like somehow my memory is just blank on what I watched.
Wait, Beck, are you seriously telling me you don't remember? I was definitely a Disney Channel kid. I breathed like Wizards of Waverly Place, Sweet Life on Deck, all that shit. That was like really, I was really into that. Austin Alley.
I remember. I had the terrible, it was called like Disney Max or something, or Disney Now, and it just had a ton of ads.
That's
Disney
the
Max
website.
Is Max, come on.
No,
Disney
it was an app that was like, it had all the Disney shows, but it had like an ad every 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's the
I watched a ton of stuff on that.
That's just the website.
Hey, did you guys ever see Bizaardvark?
Yeah.
Kind of.
I remember that show. And it was falling it.
It was slightly entertaining.
I actually kind of liked the first season.
I don't remember that much.
They were trying to lead into like the internet culture.
But no, they had the guy from Everyone Want to Switch in.
So it was like the Idol before the Idol.
Such a dumb joke. That is such Beck. That was such a stupid joke. Don't.
What?
That he has the guy from Everybody Want to Switch. You're referring to a horse mask, right?
Yes.
Okay. Dumb joke. Don't do that again.
That's the only thing I recognize it from. Like, why they got a random guy with a horse face?
Anyway, so I grew up with Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah.
For most, like, I did watch like the Disney Channel when my sister wanted to, but I was more into Cartoon Network, so like regular show, Adventure Time, uh,
Yeah.
Amazing World of Gumball, all those kind of shows, right? And Steven,
Futurama. Okay.
that was, and Steven Universe was also one of those big ones around that time, but I never got to like see it like on air ever somehow. So I went and rewatched it like when my family got Hulu like 3 years ago,
Oh yeah. Wait, is
and
it
then
on
but
Hulu?
yeah,
That's on Max.
it is on both.
Bro, someone fix Hulu. I have no idea what's on there.
I don't know what Hulu is.
I can tell you what's on Hulu later.
Oh my god. Do
Oh
not go into like
no.
a 5-minute rant about the business logistics behind Hulu.
I'm not gonna go. No, I'm just a TV show that I binged.
Anyway, so I watched Steven Universe. See, it's about this kid, right? He's half human, half gem, and gems are like that's a little insulting, Uri. I think you should go to help for that. So he's a kid and he's a magical gem, and it's actually his mom who sacrificed her life to become him because she loves the earth.
And this is a kids show.
And it's him living up to like his
That's not the darkest thing in a kid's show.
and it's him saving the earth like his mom did and trying to be more than what she was.
So he's trying to be better than his mom.
Yeah, that's part of it. And then there's the 3 crystal gems. There's garnet, amethyst, and pearl. Amethyst is voiced by V from the Owl House.
Oh, is that why you like V?
No.
Okay.
Is that why you're sexually attracted to V?
Do you guys know Estelle from music?
Adele?
What?
Estelle.
No.
Okay, do you know the song American Boy?
No.
Okay, do you know the song Chug Jug with You?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so that song is a parody of American Boy, which has Estelle in it.
Great connection.
Yeah.
Really connected with their audience.
You're welcome,
Okay.
every audience.
Okay.
So far in the show where I'm at, so they save the Earth, and then there's these guys that come in and they're like, "Hey, it's me, Peridot, and I'm gonna stop you guys." And then she doesn't stop them, and then so you know how in the Owl House, how Luz doesn't really want to kill things
Yeah.
or hurt things.
Yeah.
That's Steven's
like
whole
Batman.
character.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the memes. It's really funny.
It's really funny.
It is.
So that's my connection between the Owl House and Steven
I
Universe,
heard
and
they
I feel
do
like
that way too much, though.
it is a little bit annoying how much Steven is like, no, you can be good, and then they're not good, and then he forgives the genocidal diamonds at the end.
Wait, so it's like
No,
it's like
He
that-
forgives Space Hitler.
Fun. Hitler's always forgivable. Now you said the final season of the show.
Is it like that one
Is-
scene in Watching and Dreaming where he just goes up to Bells and is like, "We can be friends now"?
Yeah,
It's just that, but
it is
actually
literally that. Yeah.
Didn't you say the final season of the show is not very good or something?
So no,
the
no,
sequel series,
the
right?
sequel series, yes, where it takes place in the future because it's about him,
What's it called?
Steven Universe Future,
No way.
because it's about him taking care of his PSD.
What?
PSD?
or PSD?
PT.
PTSD.
Photoshop document or
Yeah.
PTSD?
PTSD. Because he has PTSD from being a 14-year-old saving the universe,
That does make sense.
and
Is it like gritty? Is
No.
it like Riverdale shit?
it's
Like
not
real?
like Riverdale.
Calling Riverdale gritty.
Yeah, like real Riverdale shit.
No, it's not like Riverdale. It's just
I watched
it's
the
just not
video
fun to watch.
essay on Riverdale. Oh my god, reading like someone described the plot was so funny.
I would imagine.
There are like 4
What-
different cults that all spawn up in like one season.
What I've heard of Riverdale sounds like the weirdest thing ever. It sounds like Velma.
No,
Like,
it
in
is.
concept.
Speaking of Velma, season 2.
No, not Velma season 2.
Yeah.
I'll probably
We
watch
talked
it.
about this.
We will be watching it, and we will be hating on it for no reason.
And they
Yo.
will be doing a podcast by podcast breakdown of
We're
each
not doing
episode.
we're not doing a Beck and Aiden Velma special.
We'll do Beck intro to Velma image.
Yeah, I'll make an intro for it if you guys want.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's probably not gonna come out for like a year or something.
Yeah.
Can't
Also,
wait
the
for it
thing
to
is,
be
like,
awful.
The writers strike still going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably
Good.
why would they even announce it if they can't even like start working on it?
So they
You
can be
still
thinking
announce things.
so they can overhaul when the strike is done.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, continue talking about Steven Universe.
So the future one is him dealing with his PTSD. And he hangs out with a character that kind of sucks, that I don't like, and I never ended up finishing it. And so I was like, because I thought it was bad. So I'm going back through the series so I can watch it again. And also they like have like music in they have songs in the show. And
no. Yeah, I think I've seen some of them. They seem like kind of out
some
of
of
place,
this,
but I don't know.
no, they fit with all the characters.
Okay.
But they are, a lot of them are pretty good.
I don't know. Like,
And so I wanted to go back through so I could like songs again.
yeah, a lot of the time it just feels weird when a character breaks into song. Like
No, it is perfect.
if
No,
they don't
it's
build the
good for
tone for it, like it can feel kind of like
No,
Yeah.
they're very musical characters.
Okay.
It works
Is it like
in this
one
show, I
in
think.
every episode or like
No, not on every
Okay.
episode. They'll go a couple episodes without one. They have a musical episode.
or it's just like three
It's
songs?
very good. It's like 5
Oh
songs.
wow.
Yeah, most of the dialogue in the episode is just all music song.
Yeah.
Wow.
The show tackles a lot of interesting subjects with a lot of the different characters. There's an episode where a person hits on the fusion of these 2 children, and they keep telling him no, but then he keeps trying to dance with them. It's very interesting. It's very weird.
What?
I'll drop that one right there.
Yeah.
Wow,
That
so-
writing his notes.
So you suggest Beck should watch it?
I suggest that Beck should watch it. I feel like he will take some enjoyment out of it, and if not, it's okay. Because I feel like it's like that Owl House's weird cousin, older brother
That's
thing.
Amphibia. Or like
No, that's its sister.
Oh yeah, so yeah, more sisters, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Steven Universe is like its older weird cousin thing, because it kind of sets groundwork, like it has many, like it has a lot of similarities
Yeah.
with like characters not wanting to hurt other people, a lot of like representation for LGBTQ, because 95% of the cast is women.
Wow,
Wait,
that's
really?
All of the
only
gems
male
are
characters
women.
I've seen is like the guy and his dad.
Yeah.
Is that like are there
That's-
no other male characters in the show?
No, there are other male characters,
Oh
but
my
they're
male
like side
voice
characters.
actors.
In Living Skills, they were like, guys, have you heard of the Bechdel test? And I was like,
Oh.
what's the Bechdel? It's like 2 women. No, I remember. I'm like, wait, it's like that one joke from Inside Job.
It's like that one joke from Rick and Morty.
Wait,
Yeah.
so is that when Beck tells me something?
No, it's when 2 women talk about
Okay.
something other than a man.
Okay,
Beck,
what?
you're supposed to laugh at my joke.
what?
God, I said
Don't-
Beck, tell me something.
Like the
Beck, you
Bechdel test.
you are the Beck. God, you're.
I still
It
don't
wasn't
get
a good.
Okay.
It wasn't a good joke. I'll explain it later. This show definitely passes the Bechdel test, though.
Yeah, no, but it was funny because like they're like, guys, the Mario movie doesn't pass the test, and I'm like, bro, the entire
There's
plot
one
is that
female
Peach is
character in the
one
movie.
female character. But yeah, and then I also think like, bro, this is kind of like a weird way to judge a film. But
The Bechdel test.
yeah, because
Yeah,
like Spider-Verse doesn't pass it. I don't think either one does.
That's not true. That's not true.
No.
I
Like
feel
the
like-
first one doesn't pass it, and the other does the second
Oh,
one.
the second one does.
Name one.
Gwen and
Spider-Woman?
Spider-Woman talking
which
about
scene?
her being pregnant.
Okay, yeah, that one. But then,
Well,
like,
what if she's
Anytime
pregnant with
they
a male?
interact.
No. Like
What?
the only other time they talk is like, oh no, oh yeah, wait, it does.
Wait,
Oh,
Miguel,
yeah.
Anytime
Miguel.
they interact.
Wait,
yeah.
what if she's pregnant with a male baby though? You know?
What?
I mean, okay, she does mention her husband in the conversation.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
that count?
I
Because
think
it's not about him.
Don't they also just talk about Miguel? Like Miguel
No,
doesn't want you on the
Julie
team.
Christina was only like, guy, Gwen, you can't hang out with Miguel. I'm not talking Miguel. Miles. And
Well, yeah,
Miguel
not
doesn't
that
want
scene.
you.
she gets mad when she does hang out with Miles and they show up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, Steven Universe recap it,
Actually,
Aiden.
we're still on Steven Universe. We're like 20 minutes in.
It's okay, and I get to talk about it again after I watch Future in the movie next week.
Nice.
Okay, so in other news, the Titan submersible.
Is Aiden done with what he's watching? We had to get
Yeah,
through all
no,
that.
that's fine. Let's continue.
Okay. Should I go into what I'm watching?
Sure.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start it off with the one I can talk about the least, which is Unicorn Warriors Eternal, because Aiden has refused to watch the show for the last 4 weeks.
I haven't refused. I
He
just
wants to watch it with his
haven't.
friend, and I'm like, bro, just watch it. You have so much time free.
No, that's just my excuse, and also not really, because I do go to work.
Okay, but also you've been binging 3 seasons of Steven Universe.
They're all 11 minutes long.
Oh,
What they are?
I can watch.
Oh my,
Yeah,
wait,
I can watch.
Is it an 11-minute?
I don't like that.
Yeah, they're
I do
11-minute
not
episodes.
like 11-minute episodes.
Yeah,
They
I think
they work well. They work well for this show.
Okay.
You know what has 11? Like it doesn't have 11 episodes, but it cuts like an episode to 2 halves. Like Arthur, every episode's like 2 stories.
Yeah, no, a lot of shows do that.
He would be the type
Bro,
of guy to say
SpongeBob
Arthur.
does that. It's
Yeah,
not a
any
rare
children's
thing.
show.
Yeah.
So?
Okay. What was I talking about?
Do you like the show though?
Unicorn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unicorn is good
I
show.
have like a couple of things that have just been popped up recently that have been like kind of annoying me about the show. So like what they'll do is they'll like introduce some like random character and say, "Oh my god, you're like the king of the ocean." Cool. And then he's just like they don't like explain enough stuff. I don't know. It's kind of
Nothing's
weird.
explained in that show. I agree.
And then also like sometimes they just have like I don't know, some like random plot beats. Like, wait, Aiden, did you get to the part of what happens with the husband guy?
He gets bit by a
Yeah, he
werewolf.
gets bit by a werewolf. And they do kind of play that pretty well, but it's like kind of confusing. I feel like they're throwing a lot of fantasy and then also like the science fiction stuff with the robots. It kind of all like jumbles together and you don't really get a full understanding of it. But I still really enjoy the show, even if like it's flawed a bit. Like I'm really excited for the finale next week.
I do think that like the steampunky aesthetic thing is kind of overdone. Like after seeing it, I'm like, okay, well, I'm realizing this has been used in a lot of things before.
Yeah.
And because I started playing Gravity Rush.
No, I need to play Gravity Rush. I played it like one time at like a friend's house. I loved it, and then they've never ported it to PC.
Yeah, but it has like the same steampunk futury aesthetic.
It seems more comic booky steampunk.
It definitely is as well. It definitely has that aesthetic on top of it. But like the main hub world is that steampunky vibe.
Yeah. But yeah, really, the show's still really good. I like the direction they're going in to the finale, but also they had like a really weird plot beat in the one right before the finale. That I was just like, what? Why are you doing this? It makes no sense, and they never play anything on it. I don't know. It's really weird. Okay, other thing I watched. guess what? This actually relates to Unicorn. So, I am watching Black Mirror, and now
Wow.
Uri, in his review last week, is like, guys, I think there were no misses this season.
I
There
didn't
were
say that.
Okay, sorry, I saw a review somewhere. I might have mixed that up. What did you say about it?
I really like the episodes. There's some episodes that there was a twist. I guess now that I don't think A's gonna.
I'd like to explain it.
There
So
is
I was reading a ton of articles like there's no miss in this Black Mirror season. So I'm like,
okay, but
I'm
did you
gonna
watch?
watch it.
Did you watch the
No.
Aaron Paul episode?
I have not, and I will. I will talk about it next week when I watch it. But I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, what's the shortest one in this season? Because I'm like, I don't have a lot of time. I'm trying to like watch something chill. There's this 40-minute episode. It's
Oh
called
my God.
Maisie Day. And I'm like, okay, pretty seems pretty cool. It's like an actor does a hit and run and like kills a man. And then
Wow.
she's grief stricken about it, and it's all about like the paparazzi. Like,
Yeah, I talked about that. I talked about the
harassing her.
episode last time.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do a quick recap. And they like played they played very serious. It's all about this. And then 5 minutes before the ending, the actor turns into a fucking werewolf and mauls them all to death. So I start burst out laughing when the full moon, and she was like, ugh, ugh.
Okay, let
like,
me
so
fully
much-
explain it. So as
Yeah.
you see, the paparazzi person, they need to take a photo of this actress because after like killing that guy during the filming of her movie, she's gone on the run, and then she's being very secretive. She needs to go to like this rehab place, and then the paparazzi person, they like if you can get a picture of this celebrity, you get 30K or something. So she
Yeah.
follows her to the rehab place, and then she sees that the people who are helping her left, and she's tied up in this heated room. And then the paparazzi person's like, "I can help this person. She might die." But then she opens up like like the thing, her chain, and then she says, "Go! You have to go," or something. But then
Yeah.
like she becomes into a fucking werewolf, and then it's revealed that she didn't hit and run a person. She hit and run like a fucking wolf. And I guess she became a werewolf during that.
She hit a werewolf, and
Mhm.
then because the guy, like the policemen say a man died here, so I think she did hit a
Yeah.
werewolf, and it just bit her.
And it bit her.
That's
Yeah.
a regular show plot episode.
Wow.
That is literally a regular show episode.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
funny. But
And that one's probably the stupidest ending, but I like the other. Like I suggest you watch 2 because 2 is really
is it more about
solid.
the space one?
No, it's about filmmaking. Like like
Okay.
it's 1 is a bit. Makes you have to take a bit of leaps and jumps. But I think 2 and 3 are pretty good. 5 is also a
I've
bit
seen
super.
one.
Yeah, 5 is a bit supernaturally, but in a better way than 4 was. Because
Okay.
they call it a red mirror episode.
Is that when
Because
it's not technology?
yeah,
Okay.
Bruh.
But yeah. Beside from watching the one in season 6, I just went down the list and watched all the highest rated ones, and I'm like, bro, these episodes are fire. How did the show fall off this much? Like, oh my god, the episodes I watched I watched Black Museum. That one was
that one's
amazing.
solid.
I
That one's
watched the
so
one
good.
about Okay, Aiden, you good if I spoil one of the episodes a little bit? Okay, so we go. It's like this mystery. It's like a murder mystery. But in the first like 5 minutes of the show, they zoom in and focus on a robotic bee. And I'm like, bro, that's the murderer. It's so fucking obvious. But yeah, they show that they reveal that twist like halfway in, so it doesn't ruin that much. But
Mhm.
that episode was really good.
Oh, did you watch White Christmas?
White Christmas I watched in my humanities class, like, but I also had watched it before. Oh, I
That was
love
good.
White Christmas. That like Black Museum reminded me of White Christmas. It felt like they were both in the same universe, if you know what I mean. Like the same technology.
Yeah. You must if you watched in humanities, you must have watched one where they rate each other on the app, right?
No. We watched White Christmas.
Mm,
But we
okay.
had to skip over the one where the dudes are sex coaching the guy. Because that's
Mhm.
not allowed to be in school.
Yeah, there's an
You
episode
can't
where
do anything
like
in
the
school
people
anymore.
where people rate each other on
Yeah,
like
I've
an
seen that one.
app
I've
based
seen
on
that
like
one.
that one's good. That one's
Yeah,
good.
Community, I think, did a riff on it, and I'd seen that.
No, they did that. That was before.
Really?
The episode. Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought
Um.
they ripped off Black Mirror.
No. What else? There's also the USS Callister one. I like that
That's
one.
the one I gotta watch next.
Yeah. It's yeah.
The military one where they like that one I thought was like a
Yeah.
really cool idea, and the guy giving
I haven't seen that.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, there's a really good there's one guy that does like a really good speech.
I really like the first 3 episodes in season 1.
Yeah, I think those are all really good. I think season 3
The-
is probably my favorite. I watched San
Yeah.
Junipero. That one.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, bro, have you not watched the show?
I watched like most of the episodes, but some I just
Bro,
haven't seen. You know,
just, like,
it's yeah.
I don't think there's a lot.
Shut
in
up,
this.
Beck. You haven't even.
I've seen
you
like
haven't-
all of them except like season 5 and 6.
I like an episode of season 5 where it's like one where it's like it's a more realistic one season.
okay.
I like the more realistic one. There's also an episode. Have you seen the episode where like a kid masturbates and then they take a
I watched that one.
I like the twist of that one
Yeah,
because they kind of
they kind of build up the stakes for that one. All right,
it's like
we
it
spent too much time on this.
recontextualizes.
Aiden is getting bored.
Yeah, no,
No,
but
I'm confused about the part where Uri says the kid masturbates, and that was the best twist.
It's a really weird episode.
okay. So kid masturbates,
Oh my
and like
God.
some hackers are like taking footage through his camera screen, and they force him to do like blackmail things, but they're also forcing a bunch of other people to work together because they have blackmail on a bunch of people, and so a bunch of people do bad things, and so they're blackmailing them to do like a secret plan. But then at the end of the episode, the hackers reveal all the bad stuff all the people did, and then it's revealed that the kid the kid masturbating was actually masturbating to.
What a fuck.
It is a fucked
What?
up episode.
Anyway, Beck, what else have you been
I've been
watching?
watching Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion, or at least the first.
No.
at least
Seeing
the
that,
first 5 minutes of it.
I saw the full episode, so I can talk about.
I
that.
saw the intro.
Okay, let's talk about the intro first, because that's the biggest thing about this show.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Marvel Studios hired an AI production company to make them an intro for this show. And they have faced a ton of backlash for it because it's AI art, or like AI animation, AI art in like a major production. Like we haven't really seen it in a lot of major stuff. Like there was that one Netflix animated short film that
Oh,
we kinda
yeah.
saw it, and there was a huge controversy with that. So Marvel doing it, they got a giant controversy on that.
It's Disney doing
Yeah,
it,
Disney especially doing it.
which is they don't need to do that because they have money.
Yeah.
They can so the main argument going around was that they wanted to make something uncanny looking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just hire an artist to do that.
Yeah,
They could do that
You could
too
literally just like get this same effect
and
if
make
you
it
hire
look
someone.
good. Because the intro looks like shit.
It
It's
does. I
terrible.
watched it. It does look like someone just went into like what's that like image one, Dolly, and they were just like
Yeah, Dolly.
Yeah.
just made one, and they didn't try to tweak it at all to make it look good.
Nope.
So yeah, that got big. I can talk about the full episode though.
Oh yeah.
So what's the show
It
about?
looks
Okay,
really
so-
cool, like the concept, but I don't know if they're gonna like pull it off well.
Okay, so it's getting mid reviews, I've heard. So I watched the first episode. I gotta tell you, it's fine. It's just not very
Is that
good or
mid?
bad. Just kind of mid. So-
Like all the other MCU shows?
Yeah, kind of. There is no like very amazing MCU show I feel like I've seen. No?
I
Miss
think-
Marvel had good effects. I remember. Like
I
like-
liked Loki, and I think WandaVision
Loki
was
was good.
a
We
really
literally-
good.
we also watched that.
Those two were really good start.
Okay, but yeah, a good start, but I think they fumbled at the end of
100%. They fumbled once Winter Soldier came out, and that one was dog shit.
Yeah. I also don't like the ending of WandaVision. I feel like it was too
Yeah.
too regular Marvel bullshit. Okay, but I'll talk about the episode. So in the first episode, so it's like I think it's like it's way post blip. It's like maybe 25, 26, something like that.
Years later?
And so no, just
Oh.
in 2025 or
Yeah,
2026.
dude.
Yeah,
I
so 2
can't
years later,
understand the
2 years
dates.
after.
Something like that. And okay, so it's like we see. Remember Agent Ross from like Black Mirror, from Black Panther.
Yeah.
Agent
And
Ross.
also
Yeah.
the second
so
Black Panther. Right?
yeah, which I hated that he would just put in there randomly. Like they really
And the
forced him in
second
that.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The second one he
watched
was
it.
really
I didn't finish the second Black Panther. I don't know.
well.
I like
And so
the
yeah.
villain didn't seem cool. The only fun part was like I thought when they went to the college it was pretty funny. Like there were a lot of good jokes there.
Okay, so he gets a call from like an agent or something, and then this agent says, "Squirrels are everywhere." Like we have like an invasion on our hands or something like that.
A
He says like
secret
they're.
one?
Ooh, that's the name of the show.
I think the show is it's like a preparation for the Avengers Secret Wars. I think that's what it's
Yeah.
prepping for. And so it's like, but then so then they talk about it. But then Agent Ross like you're a bit okay. You're being acting a bit sus. But then the agent's like you're one of them, aren't? The
Guys, I
guy's
think
like
he's
you're
the
one of them.
imposter.
And so
Crazy,
but
bro.
then Agent Ross kills that guy and then runs away. And then another guy chases Agent Ross. But then Agent Ross tries to jump over to another building, but then he falls, and then it's revealed he's a Skrull. And
Uh-huh.
but then the other guy chasing him, guys, remember Talos from Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
was pretending to be Nick Fury in Far From Home?
Oh, yeah.
So that guy is like he's one of them. And it's like it's a scroll, but turns out there's a faction on of scrolls on planet Earth like rebelling, and they're gonna try to make Earth their home.
But like, if it's only like a small piece, how are they going to do that?
I
A
don't
small
know.
piece of.
I guess you
Well,
have
I
to
mean, there's
watch
like
the series to find out.
So
so
it's
yeah.
about Nick Fury stopping scrolls, stopping a scroll uprising,
Yeah,
and
essentially.
it's who is a scroll and who isn't is what it's kind of
Kind
about.
of. It's like yeah, it's trying
Kind
to
of
be
like
like
a conspiracy thriller, I think. Right?
This
yeah,
sounds like
a spy thriller with a bit aliens in it.
Yeah.
this sounds like they're trying to write out it sounds like they try to write out certain characters through this.
Like, say they
Yeah,
died.
yeah. What a character dies at this end of episode. Can I say?
Who?
Is it
Remember?
Don Cheadle? Because I know that
No.
he's in the show.
Okay, who is it? Nick Fury's helper,
Marie.
Oh,
Maria Hill. She dies at the end of
she
this episode.
died? Is she a scroll or she
Oh my
dies?
god, no!
She gets
I
shot
cared
and
so much about her character.
She's in
No.
Moon Girl.
No! Oh my god. Wait, that's how they res her. She is back, but in fully animated 2D.
From
Yeah, no,
Moon Girl.
she dies. And so, okay, here we have it. So, like, this scroll guy, Talos, he's helping Nick Fury to stop his uprising. And his
Mhm.
daughter, played by Game of Thrones' Daenerys, she plays the daughter. And
Wait, Nick Fury's daughter?
No, Talos' daughter.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
sorry.
scroll girl. Yeah.
The scroll daughter, and then I think Talos' wife was playing Maria Hill in Far From Home or something.
Mm.
So apparently she died or something. His wife, Talos' wife, and then and so his daughter is part of the uprising.
Oh no.
And then
There's some drama there.
and then so the scrolls plan is to make Russia and America go into like war or something.
That's
So
the
they
Yeah.
Cold War.
I think to create another Cold War so they can take over the planet. And so that's we see a faction of those girls, and then the plan of the first episode is that this uprising, the leader of the gang named Gavrik or something, he's gonna blow up like a circus or something, and Nick Fury and Maria and Talos are trying to stop it, but then they don't stop it, and then Nick Fury shoots Maria Hill, but then it turns out that's just a scroll pretending to be Nick Fury shooting Maria Hill, and then the real Nick Fury goes after her, and then she says, "It was you," and then she dies.
Mm.
Oh.
And so it was really sad when she died. I was like, Maria Hill.
Okay,
That's my favorite
I
character.
thought you were being
That's
serious
my
for a
favorite
second.
character. That's my
I do feel
favorite
like
character.
though, I feel like this is gonna be how they're gonna write out actors that have
Bro,
been
like,
stuck in the show for a long time,
the
or stuck in the
only
MCU for a while.
the only thing I really remember Marie Hill for was she like. Remember? Do you guys know the TV show Agents of Shield?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
the one
know
that's
it
kind of
exists.
pseudo. That's pseudo MCU. That started
Pseudo
off like an MCU.
MCU, yeah. She showed up
Yeah.
in that like a lot because that was the
Yeah,
one like side actor they could get to be in the show.
they got Nick Fury maybe once every season or something.
Yep. But
And
yeah,
Wow.
they just like
so,
completely wrote it out, and the show was better when they weren't trying to strictly adhere to the MCU.
so here's my thing. I think is going to happen. They're gonna stop this like leader, but then maybe he's like or something. Maybe he's gonna get to I don't know. It's space or something. It's like, and then it's gonna stop. The show's gonna stop, and you'll see the scrolls next time in Secret Wars, Avengers, and
Wait, have
then
they already confirmed there's gonna be a Secret War? Like
Yeah.
movie?
yeah, they have two
Oh,
It
movies.
got it got delayed and the title changed from
Yeah.
changed to something else, not
Yeah,
Secret War.
also Kang Dynasty, I think
Yeah.
that's going to get delayed because the actor he's like currently arrested for
He is.
domestic abuse.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Bro, doesn't he like play like him? Doesn't he play like 80 different roles? Like I watched
yeah,
like Ant-Man, and then there's like that one scene. There's like 80 of him in like a giant
Yeah.
yeah,
theater.
Don't know how
yeah.
they're
So
gonna fix that.
yeah, so that's exciting. I feel like the show's. I want to like it. I thought I was gonna like it, but it's like it had some good actors in it, but it's not like it felt okay. There's nothing really unique and special about these type Marvel shows.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, people were
um,
like really excited for it. Like the trailers made it seem really different and like better.
And they were doing stuff in real life. They're like planting scrolls in different places around the world.
Yeah, they had a
yeah.
lot of
Let
marketing
me
around
look.
it.
Hmm.
Okay, let me look at the tomato score. It is 66.
Crazy.
Wait, what has anything like bombed recently? Like
The
tomato wise?
Flash.
The Flash.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Elemental.
No. Actually, no. The Flash actually did do well on the audience side, I think.
Oh, I thought you meant like just box office.
Oh, what about
Oh,
Elemental?
yeah.
It fucking guys, it failed on box office so hard.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
it
one didn't do well.
fucked up.
I think it's the worst
Also,
doing
yeah,
Pixar movie.
Like
Yeah.
worst opening weekend?
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
people hate. People do not like
Okay,
elementals.
I don't think they hate it.
Yeah, people do not
But
like.
like
People just aren't going to see it.
Yeah.
like I'd watch it if it like was on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
I mean
but
like I'd watch it literally like if it was like they didn't talk and it was just cool animation. Because I
it's
mean the Pixar
unfortunate.
animation is like the only reason like they like
You
get you
should,
to watch it.
It's
yeah.
unfortunate that these original Pixar movie ideas aren't doing well, and so now
I
they're having
really
to.
liked Soul. Like Soul was amazing.
That's like, but that was like 2 years ago. But
I liked
Lightyear.
Turning
I liked
Red.
Luca.
But the thing is now, but they put Turning Red on
Turning Red
on like
was
Disney
like
Plus.
eh.
They put it so now it's gonna make the studios think that the only things they're gonna do well are like the sequels, like Toy Story
Yeah.
5,
am
and I
not
don't want to
watching
see Toy Story.
5. I will pirate
But
Toy
you
Story.
know you know it's gonna do well.
It is like, bro. It's the same reason they're making like all these like reboot shows because like people will watch them.
And so it's unfortunate.
That's why I'm like
I
really glad to see like Spider-Verse is doing good. So like original
Yeah.
stuff can actually be amazing.
Did you hear the news about that though?
Oh, let's talk
I
about
did.
that. Like, okay, we all knew from
Anyway,
the
guys,
ability.
remember? Hold on, wait. Remember when we said that what we're watching was going to go for 40 minutes?
Yeah. Has it
It's been 40 minutes.
Okay, well we've been.
So we're
like-
officially concluding the what we're watching
Wait,
segment.
I haven't talked about what I'm watching.
Okay, how much stuff is
You
it?
got 1 minute.
No, we're not capping me.
Okay.
I talk about Secret Invasion, but I watched 2 shows. I'll talk about that. Okay. So started watching Mad Men.
Wait,
That
is that the one where they're like business people?
advertising stuff, and
Advertising, yeah. I've
it's
heard
one
of
of
that.
those. It's one of the big iconic TV shows of all time. It's like the one of the really good endings. It's like it was an AMC. It was like in the big hype bubble of Sopranos, Mad Men, Breaking Bad, stuff like that. The
I
Wire.
feel
It's
like
like
Breaking Bad was a different era than those, right?
it was really they came out near the same time, 2007, 2008, and
Yeah, well, I
they were
was
both on
1 years old, so
You were
Oh,
1 years old. One's
Uri, I would punch you through this computer screen if I could.
and
can't wait.
so yeah, and so it's one of those really big shows. It's 7 seasons, and so it's giving me something like to watch, and it's actually pretty solid. It's not a crime show like Sopranos or like The Wire, Breaking Bad, so it's harder to get into. But I'm still liking it because I
So
just
it's
like
like a
kind of
more like
drama,
it's more like the lawyer side of Better Call Saul.
kind of like that. Like the drama is the advertising stuff. It's all of that. It's
So
like
it's like
and there's also
Succession.
yeah, and the family stuff like Succession, but it's more
Not
like
the family stuff.
and so it's kind of a solid show. Beck, I think I don't know. Have you continued watching The Sopranos? I don't think you have. Like,
Do
were
I
you?
lie?
Do
I
you
stopped
lie?
watching The Sopranos.
No,
I
back.
Don't worry. I will in like 20 years watch it and then like show up to Uri's fate or show up to Uri's house and say I proved you wrong, Rip Bozo.
No, you gotta say that at my funeral.
I know. I would literally go to your funeral and be like that.
Uh, and so I think Beck's gonna die way before me due to Owl House withdrawal symptoms. But it's a solid show. In other news, one of my favorite shows of the recent times, The
Zoe
Bear.
101.
No, The Bear in season 2
Wait,
came out.
wait, We Baby Bears, the one with Toby Fox?
No,
Yo,
no,
that was
no,
so
no, no,
cool.
no,
I
no.
love Toby
Bro,
Fox.
Toby Fox.
Yo,
Okay.
Sans Undertale.
So The Bear, it's about this like guy who's like a really fancy chef, but came back after his brother
We've talked about this. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
unaligned himself, and so he has to run the restaurant. But now this season, he manages to get some more money to fix up the restaurant, and this season is chronicling how they're fixing up the restaurant. It's so fucking good. It also the acting is so good because it feels like it's like really fast takes, really quick cuts. It's very it's like feels like you're in there in the kitchen, and it's very like solid. Some of these episodes, like when you're watching these people like cook in the restaurant, sometimes you get like fucking panic attacks because it's so intense being in that restaurant. There's an episode where they have like a bunch of different guest stars playing the family, and it's Christmas dinner, and the mom is kind of freaking out cooking all the stuff. It's a very intense show. I really like it. The acting's fucking solid. And I binged in like a day. It was so good. 10 episodes. And it's just a very solid show. If you have Hulu, watch it. It's very good.
Do you say it's kind of like Ted Lasso?
No, it's not like Ted Lasso. It's much more.
Like the
It's
concept
much more.
sounds like similar, where it's like some random guy
No,
is.
it's not a
thrown
random
into,
guy.
like-
It's his
It will-
kind of, but it's way more gritty and darker than that. It's like real. It's like
But
there.
it's
It's like
about a guy trying to improve the kitchen, right?
the restaurant, and like some people, it's kind of like that. But it's a way more. I feel like it's a better done show than Ted Lasso in some ways.
I mean, I
It
think they're
feel-
going for different things.
Yeah, it's like this guy is a pretty angry guy. Like he can get
He
really fucking
swears?
yeah. He can get
Swearing.
it's like because these guys who run these Michelin star restaurants, they can be very angry people, and like the kitchen scene is a very intense place. Like
Yep.
getting all the food orders in time, and so it's like the show this season has been doing a lot of like they have a lot of characters in the show, and so I like some of these episodes are doing standalone character based episodes, which I really like.
Like for individual characters.
For individual characters, because one of the characters who's really into the baking, and so the guy sends him to Copenhagen to learn from a friend of his. So we see an episode just about him in Copenhagen, or like a guy who's like in the kitchen. The guy's brother's best friend who he calls cousin, and who's having kind of struggles having a purpose. He sends him to go learn at a restaurant that they do like a thing where you can learn at a restaurant for like a weekend. So we see him working at a restaurant and learning how to be a waiter or something, and it's really solid.
Is it kind of like that one thing they did in Succession where they sent Roman to that, like?
Yeah,
it's kind of
thing.
like that.
It's a show where I feel like it's going to be one of these really good pantheon shows like Succession, because like it's a very entertaining show to watch because you just like seeing these characters interact with each other. They feel very real humans, and I have fun watching them talk to each other, and that's like any good show. If you have fun watching the characters talk to each other, I feel like it's a good show.
Yeah.
And so it's a really solid show. I bet if you ever have, whenever Disney Plus gets Hulu merged, you should watch it. It's so fucking solid. Yeah. I love it so much. But yeah, that's what I'm watching.
All right, what topics do we? Oh, I actually do have a topic.
Let's talk about the Titanic submersible.
And skipping that topic, Uri,
they're all dead.
What do you have to contribute to this conversation? Because I'm dying to know.
They are all dead, and so I can't wait to play the little I'm going to audition for the 19-year-old kid who was afraid before in the movie version of it when that eventually comes out.
It comes out on Thursday.
They cannot.
The documentary.
They're doing the documentary, but what about like the dramatized biopic of it? I want to see that.
The dramatized biopic, guys. We're going in the sub. They die.
And then they just bring out the Logitech controller.
An hour and a half thriller.
Yeah, you can. I feel like the time that we can pretend what we think happened on the sub.
Yeah.
And then that's literally just kind of like Iron Lung.
Maybe they get really mad like the CEO and they kill him in the sub before they all get imploded.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Well, they like imploded instantly and they didn't know they were going to implode.
We can expand the drama, obviously.
Like, okay, guys, we're gonna implode in 2 hours. Let's have drama.
Yeah.
Maybe drama.
Yeah, no.
And suspense.
James Cameron talked about it because James Cameron is a deep sea explorer who went to who saw that Titanic and he made the movie Titanic.
He's like, guys, this ship looks kind of hype. Let's make a movie.
True.
And so he was like saying it's so similar to the actual Titanic because in both times the captains, the leaders, were warned about the impending doom, but they went ahead anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, when was the captain warned about impending doom in Titanic?
I don't.
The captain was told that there was ice ahead, but I guess didn't listen.
How do we know that? Like,
how do we know that the Titanic actually happened?
Okay, no.
Yeah, how do we know
what the captain was saying? Like one of the bridge members.
Historical. I don't know.
How is there a big ass iceberg in the middle of the ocean? I don't believe that. Where's that iceberg now? Have we actually found that iceberg?
Hashtag Beck does not think that Titanic existed. Like, how do we know there's actually a Titanic? I think it was like a different ship.
Like, okay, no, like the sub, it didn't even have like windows, so they were using cameras. So they also used CGI to add the Titanic to the ocean floor.
Wow.
They also drilled in the sub so you can't get out.
Yep.
Like they drilled. So that must have been fun.
Like that Black Mirror episode.
Black Mirror. And, whoa.
Okay. I actually do want to talk about the Netflix.
Oh wait. I do want to talk about something. There's a GameStop movie about the biopic about that.
I don't care about
people that don't understand meme culture being like, so Reddit is the social media website. It's gonna be annoying.
Anyway, Beck, what were you gonna say about the live action Netflix shows that were announced?
Netflix has two very big live action remakes, I think.
I don't know if they're remakes. I think they're just like movies. Adaptations.
Adaptations. That's the right
Yes.
word. So the first one is One Piece.
Yeah.
I have never seen One Piece.
I have never seen One Piece.
The opinion of a man who's never seen One Piece.
Me too.
It seemed really quippy, but I also don't know how One Piece is. The CGI of a guy pulling his hand like really stretchy far out and then punching. That seems like it'd work really well animated, works terrible in live action.
Well, it is animated. Guess what, Beck? Well, it's also a book. It's also a book, though. You can read it.
Yeah. but I heard the creator is like really involved, so they might.
Oh, that's good.
But also I think their last
Like The Last of
big
Us.
one live action
Was Cowboy
was
Bebop,
Cowboy Bebop, and
which
Aiden
did
watched
terribly.
that,
I
and I
didn't
saw
watch
a
that.
clip where like a guy's like, "You don't know a man until you've tasted his balls," which is somehow a real line they have in it.
Doesn't. I can't. I don't even know who that would come from.
No, like, I swear I saw a clip.
Was
and it
that from one of
hilarious.
the? Was that from like one of the main characters?
No, it was like the villain.
Oh,
I think that's
From-
the Hector Salamanca meme.
I don't know.
Oh,
Cabron, I want to
70%
see your
of it.
balls.
I would like to see the clip.
Okay.
Cabron,
I'll
I
send it
want
you
to
after
see
the
your
podcast.
balls.
Uh-huh.
But One Piece. Hopefully optimistic.
The guy that
I heard they made like real ships to do it.
the guy that plays
So-
Luffy does look like he would be a Luffy.
Yeah.
Exciting.
And then the other one is about.
This one I have a really big opinion on.
I can't wait to hear your opinion on the
Guys.
Avatar live
the
action
last
movie.
ever live action it's not a movie, it's a series.
Is it a series?
The last time they made a movie, it was M. Night Shyamalan.
Ong.
This is definitely a movie. This is definitely a series. Definitely
Okay.
a series.
M. Night Shyamalan,
Okay,
ding
so-
dong.
Let me tell you what I like about Avatar.
Yeah.
It's really well animated and the fight scenes are amazing.
Wow.
It's kind of like they restrict themselves to you can only use 4 different types of things, but they go so far with so many different ways. Like water.
Do
It
they?
seems basic. You have water, but now you can freeze the water and then you can use that for different attacks. And then if it's a full moon, you can bend the water in someone's blood. And that's a really cool way they used it.
Mhm.
And then
Why on a full moon?
cuz like, like they say like the power of the water is tied to the moon cuz that controls the tide and the power of fire is controlled by the sun. So like a lunar
Okay.
eclipse, water benders lose all power. Solar eclipse, fire benders lose all power.
But
It-
Earth
I
and
think
Windbender, Earth and air
they
don't.
for some reason
have
they
that?
don't they get their powers all the time.
Oh,
And they also
cool.
go to like
Okay.
air. You got to move quickly because it's air. Earth, you got to stand still because it's earth. Like they did a ton of world building. They did like fighting stances on how it all worked,
Uh-huh.
and it worked well because it was animated. And then they're like, guys, let's make it live action.
Mhm.
Bro, you hit peak fiction. Why are you trying to do it again? Literally, Avatar is like my second favorite animated TV show.
Uh-huh.
Beck, you don't have to watch the show.
I'm not going to. But I hate that they're doing it because, like, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I really like Avatar. Like, oh yeah, I don't like the live. Like, I don't know. I like you watched the live action one, didn't you, bro?
Imagine a BoJack Horseman live action.
Dude, I swear they're gonna try to do that, and it's gonna be disgusting.
I think it'd be really funny.
The guy with the horse
Have
mask
you
on.
seen it, bro? There's not a lot of stuff that, like, okay. The thing about like BoJack Horseman is like, it's animated, and they use that to be like, guys, it's an animated horse. You can't like take it fully seriously. So when he like, I don't know, moves in on a 17-year-old, it's not as intense if it was in live action.
Yeah.
But yeah, Netflix, don't do live action stuff.
It doesn't
I mean,
work.
Don't do
Yeah.
live action adaptations.
I think people should stop doing that.
Yeah.
Like
No, they
Disney.
should do a live action The Simpsons. That
They should. I feel
They're
like
gonna make everyone wear yellow body paint.
no, they don't do.
No,
Usually
actor's
they
gonna
don't
sign
do
up
that.
to it.
They don't do that when
They
they
just-
have them translate into other forms of medium. Usually, like in the Death Note parody, they're just like normal skin
Wait.
tones.
Are they not normal skin tones in the anime?
In the Death Note parody,
Oh, the Death Note parody. Sorry, I thought you were saying like the Death Note live action adaptation.
no,
the Death Note parody.
No, I'm
yeah.
saying that the Simpsons usually will have them not be yellow when changing to like different weird mediums,
Yeah.
and will make them more human in appearance.
Hey Beck, you remember how Walter White looks in the first season of Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
That looks like Ned Flanders. He would be a good Ned Flanders.
Yeah, like old school Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Craven
Yeah.
the
Anything
Hunter?
else?
You guys want to talk about that?
Let's talk about Craven the
Okay,
fucking Hunter.
oh, they give him
Morbius.
superpowers. His whole thing is like he's a really good hunter. Like, no, we're gonna make him talk to animals now. He's this land Aquaman.
Yeah,
They did
I
the
was very
they
confused by that.
They did the Catwoman thing where he gets powers from cats. You know, Halle Bieber,
Yeah.
the Halle Berry one, where she gets like a power from a cat, and now he gets a power from a cat.
Hmm.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so memed out.
Yeah, bro.
I can't wait for Morbius
I really
2.
want Morbius to show up.
He will. I have no doubt that there's going to be some sort of connection between Morbius and or Spider-Man 4 in the MCU.
And then like it's Cravening time.
I
That's
think no. If Morbius shows up in another movie, he will say it's Morbin time at some point, and I know he will. I think if Morbius shows up in another movie, he will become a comedy slapstick character.
I think about
so
these
funny,
movies.
just like Morbius
As a concept and how
as a concept, like what happened to it?
I don't
Okay.
know.
What?
It turned into like Among Us, where it's like the more you like make shit posts about it, the funnier it gets.
Oh, Among Us is still funny, and it's been like 5 years.
Among Us is like 3 years, and you can still like. I made Teletubby jokes, and I made Sussy Imposter. Like I made like 8 Among Us references in this one episode alone.
And they're all great.
Yeah.
The thing about these types of Spider-Man villain movies without Spider-Man is they just don't fundamentally work.
Mm-hmm.
Venom doesn't work. Venom for Let There Be Carnage doesn't work. Morbius doesn't work. They don't work because they don't have like because they're supposed to be villains, and when you give them like this origin about themselves without a Spider-Man and in universe Spider-Man,
they're all made into anti-heroes, which makes them bad villains.
Yeah.
Now, why did that work? Why did it work for Joker though?
Joker, I feel like he's a different type of character that we like. He's just a more entertaining character to see by himself.
Yeah, and also like that was like a prestige like Oscar thing stuff. This was like, guys, we're gonna release a summer blockbuster about a man who's a vampire.
Yo,
this one was about society.
Yeah, and like I feel like these movies they aren't like that level of gritty. I feel like most likely there is 3 ways this movie can go down. It's either gonna get super memed up to death, which I think it's already gonna it's already happening.
I don't think
it's not gonna be as funny as Morbius. Like
it's not gonna be as funny.
I don't think this one's gonna be as memed, like at
No.
all. I don't think it will be.
Because like people like kind of know Craven the Hunter. No one's heard of Morbius.
Nobody, and they pushed it so hard, and people, no one went to see it, and then it flopped, and then they made jokes about it, and then they re-released
him, which
and then it was
like the
Jared
funniest
Leto.
actor.
And then they just had stupid scenes, like they had the stupid have sex.
That scene is so funny.
Yeah, and so
I literally thought someone when I first saw the scene, like, wait, why'd they add this terrible music over it? Oh wait, that's real? That's a real scene that was added by the YouTuber?
I can't believe that Morbin time isn't actually real.
Yeah.
And so I feel like Craven's gonna go the Venom route, which they're not just gonna be a mid-ass movie.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where they're gonna go. But the rare chance this movie's gonna be good would be incredibly amazing if it's good. That'd be insane.
Has Sony made a good Marvel property movie aside from Spider-Verse?
I was immediately gonna say.
I mean, well, the first two Tobey Maguire movies.
The first 3 Tobey Maguire movies.
Yeah, the first 3. Yeah, I
thought you said Andrew Garfield one too.
Are those Sony though?
Yeah, they are Sony.
Oh, okay.
I heard the second one's like bad, but the first one's kind of decent.
Okay. There's the thing that people say where Andrew Garfield is the best Peter Parker, and Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man.
He looks way too cool though.
I feel like, but yeah, No Way Home kind of like redeemed the Andrew Garfield movies in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, I hadn't seen any of them, so like.
Okay, Beck. Okay.
In my mind.
Shut up. And so there's also Madam Web that's going to come out. That's another thing.
Wait,
Madam Web. Madam Web.
Mm-hmm.
Madam Web.
Is that like Spider-Woman or like?
It's Madam Web.
I don't know. You stop saying Madam Web. I don't know who the character is.
Who is? Let's see who Madam Web
yeah,
is.
Cassandra Webb is a fictional character appearing in the Spider-Man comic books.
That's a movie. That one might be better because it actually has like I think it's like
she's a mutant.
I think so.
Mm.
And so, but Craven, it just like the trailer, I didn't like it, you know. And then I just see the actor pushing it out so hard. Guys, this has been 2 years in the life making this movie. I can't wait for you guys to
Wait,
see
which
it.
movie?
Craven the Hunter.
I did not see that. It was the actor like, guys, this movie's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I think every actor is gonna be like that, though. You know, until Jared Leto was like, guys, this movie's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Until
Okay. But wait, did you see the time he was interviewed by that VTuber for Morbius?
no,
Oh my god, it was so funny.
VTuber Morbius.
No. It was like a VTuber interviewing Jared Leto for Morbius.
Oh, dumb.
yeah, Morbin time kind of like fizzled when Jared Leto made the joke himself.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I still see it pop up in YouTube comments all the time.
Yeah, but okay, let's talk about Solar Opposites.
Okay.
I would love
there's
to talk
fucking
about the
one funny joke in the trailer. And
No,
you're
I
like,
wanna
"Guys, we
kn-
need
I
to
wanna talk
dedicate
about
a 40-minute long segment."
I want to talk about my love for Solar
I want to
Opposites.
talk
Beck.
about that and the implications of what they did.
So
Okay, I'll give an intro. So,
yeah.
okay, in 2020, that's when the first season of Solar Opposites came out, and I fucking loved it. I especially Aiden, as we all know, it's a good show, but the highlight is the Wall
The
storyline.
wall
Everybody
storyline is the best in it. Yeah,
Everybody loves that storyline. It's like a storyline where like the aliens are kidnapping people and tricking them, putting them in a wall, and they're having like this like Game of Thrones level kind of storyline of war in the wall. It's like very fucking engaging. But as the show went on for the past 3 seasons, I think I like this show more than Rick and Morty.
yes,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
true.
And because I just like the characters more, because like every season comes out all at once, so I think that allows me to engage with the characters more this time than I think with Rick and
I
Morty.
definitely feel like sometimes the weekly episode thing can destroy pacing for you. Like
Well-
WandaVision, I
Mhm.
watched that week by week, and it's like, okay, the first 2 episodes have like no plot, and they're just random side spin-offs.
Yeah,
so the
it
pacing is
only
just ruined.
it only works with shows that actually have plots with them. Like if they're purely episodic shows, it's not gonna
Mhm.
work.
Yeah. I mean, like sometimes it's like good to like build like anticipation.
That's
Like,
why
sometimes-
that's why I think that shows that release the first 2 episodes and then do week by week are good.
Yeah, Boys does that. The Boys did that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I
You know
feel like for
did
me, the like maybe like shows like Succession or like Better Call Saul that works week to week because it's building up tension for what's going to happen in the final
And
episode.
That's
also
what I'm
because they're
saying.
each like an hour long, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
so you get enough story
Yeah.
from me. But Solar Opposites, I just like I saw it. Me and Aiden both watched like this YouTuber who like talks about animation, and he says like it outclassed Rick and Morty, and I agree. I just enjoy. I come to like the alien characters just as much as the wall characters, even. You know?
Yeah, I mean, well,
Wait, is
okay,
like
I
Wall
think
an entire like side spin-off, like a B plot line?
no,
Yeah.
not even
Well,
an
I mean,
AB plotline. The first
more
time
like-
the wall shows up, it is an AB plotline. The second episode the wall shows up, fully entirely about the wall.
Yeah, they sometimes have just wall. They have like a wall episode each season. Like,
In
but it's
season
like
3, they had 2.
yeah, but in season 3 they build more. They had more episodes. It was like 11 or something, and they even did another serialized storyline, which was I didn't love that as much as the wall, but I still quite liked.
I liked the main guy that we were following. I did like him a lot.
Yeah,
All right,
He's
I
voiced
think I might
by-
watch this show if it's on Hulu because you guys are saying better
Please-
than Rick and Morty.
Yeah, please watch
Yeah.
Solar Opposites. That one's
Please
actually
watch
good.
You guys
yeah.
like really liked Rick and Morty. If you're saying it's better than that, I mean,
Because like I feel
I watched
Like-
Rick and Morty. That's definitely true.
okay.
these first.
But
Okay,
like Solar Opposites season 4 is something I am excited for, and I
Yeah.
don't know what they're gonna do with the wall.
Okay, guys.
Yeah,
Because that's
exciting.
the
Because the
normal-
wall changes the storyline a bit.
Yeah, the
quite a bit.
normal plot of the show is like just episodic content of these 4 aliens living on Earth, and the shenanigans ensue from that.
So wait, it's not
But
like
then the wall.
is it like Rick and Morty where they do like a ton of like sci-fi stuff, or is it just like
Yes,
The Simpsons?
Sci-fi stuff.
Or
it is a
No,
sci-fi
sci-fi
show.
stuff.
okay, so
But
cool.
it's like sci-fi Simpsons, you know. It's like they're doing like like they do regular storylines. One episode, like the two aliens, they just shoot a gun into the air and they're just waiting for the bullet to come down, and that's really funny. I feel like the show's also is funnier than Rick and Morty a lot because like I feel like I have a better grasp on what this culture is through the
They make an Among
perspective
Us
of the
reference in one of the
Yeah.
episodes, but like they do it in a time in which it's still funny.
Yeah.
Like it was an episode that came out like a year ago when
Yeah.
Among Us was still popular.
That's
And
cool.
it's way more consistent than Rick and Morty because it has 3 like seasons that come out year after year that are in this random pace Rick and Morty had for quite a bit. I
Yeah,
would say I say probably Rick and Morty season 1 or 2 is better than probably better than entire Rick. Probably I feel like 1 or 2 Rick and Morty can beat like maybe any season of Solar Opposites, but maybe shows on a whole basis, I prefer Solar Opposites.
Yeah.
I do think
And
it's funnier.
yeah.
And I think like Rick and Morty has some outlandish plots that they'll do, but then I think when Solar Opposites does it, it's more interesting.
Yeah.
Like there's an episode where the character Yumulak gets a really big dick, and that's the episode. And the only thing that can make his big dick stop is Ellen Ripley.
From like the Alien franchise?
Yeah, I don't remember what the actor's name is, so I'm just saying the character of Ellen
Sigourney
Ripley.
Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. Yeah.
Okay, and it's like it's also more heartfelt than Rick and Morty because like when I first watched the show, I thought Orvo was going to be like another Rick figure, but he's like better than Rick because I just
Yeah.
like him more. I think he's not as isolated as Rick is.
No, they're definitely a family in this one.
All right, we
Yeah.
should talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah,
Dan,
so
you can talk about it. Yeah.
Okay.
So Justin Roiland, the voice actor creator of Rick and Morty, my aunt's friend that they know and had on phone number. He
And
did
Orvo and Solar Opposites.
he did a bad thing, and so he's gone. He's out of both shows. So now they're looking for recasted voices. But they revealed the one for Solar Opposites. So they write it into the show. He gets stabbed in the throat by a throwing dart by his husband. And then they're like, shit, we punctured his throat. Here, let's get the voice fixer Ray. And then they make him British. And he sounds nothing like he did before. And he says British things now, like he says bollocks.
That sounds like yeah. I watched the clip. It sounds like they're doing a really funny bit with it.
Yeah, I feel like
it's the best way.
Yeah,
I don't know how Rick and Morty is gonna do it if they're gonna do something like that.
Rick and Morty, what they have said is that they aren't hiring impersonators. They don't want them to sound exactly the same. They compared it to how there's different people that voice Bugs Bunny. There's how there's different voice actors for Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
But like they all have their own kind of thing that they do with him, but you can still identify him as Bugs Bunny.
I prefer using Ash Ketchum for that.
There's one voice for Ash Ketchum. What are you talking about?
Wait, hasn't it swapped?
No, it's just the one
I swear
lady.
It swapped.
I thought it was just the one lady this whole time.
I swear in like the newer seasons he has a different voice.
Oh, maybe, but it's a worse analogy.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I thought he swapped voice actors.
I don't no, but that's but like you know how there's different incarnations of Bugs Bunny, they'll all have different voices. Like none of them none of them sound the same. Like Billy West's Bugs Bunny is different than Mel Blanc's Bugs Bunny, which is different than Eric what's his name? Bugs Bunny. Those are all different.
Know all their names.
Okay, yeah.
And that's their approach for the new Rick and Morty voices, is that they want them to be different, and they want them to be like different incarnation character feelings, you know?
Yeah. Which I think works for Rick and Morty, and I think it works for Solar Opposites, the ways
Yeah.
they're going. And yeah, so I'm excited because like it's gonna come out August 14th, Solar Opposites season 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's exciting. But Rick and Morty, that I feel like that's a harder fan base to crack, so it might be difficult.
I feel like
But
whatever they do, someone's gonna get pissed and they're gonna shit themselves on the McDonald's counter again. Speaking of McDonald's counter, I wanna wrap us up with this.
What?
Okay.
Is it gonna be a review?
It's gonna be a review of the Grimace Shake.
That's what I thought.
Now, you guys are familiar with Grimace, right?
Okay, wait, Aiden, let's get to your credentials first before you judge the famous Grimace
Yeah.
Shake.
Yeah, what's up? What
Like-
kind of credentials do you want?
Your previous review skills.
I ate Mr. Beast bar.
You ate the Mr. Beast. Okay, he's a trusted reviewer, guys.
I'm a trusted
He
food
also
reviewer.
has a thing of Thin Mints on his desk, so
I do have Thin Mints on my desk. I think the second best Girl Scout cookie. I think the first best one is the Adventurefuls.
what are those?
Those are
what are those?
caramel cookies.
Wait,
with
that's the
chocolate.
one where it's like the chocolate and then you have the caramel over them?
Yeah.
I thought
Those
were
ones
Yeah,
the
were fire.
Samoas.
No. Those are the coconut ones.
Oh no, I
Mhm.
like the Samoa ones and the Thin Mints.
Yeah, the Adventurefuls are new, but
Okay.
so the Grimace Shake, it was actually really good and an interesting flavor for a shake that I haven't really seen before. It was like a berry vanilla flavor.
Mm.
It was purple, which is not normal for a food to be.
Guys, I don't think the food's supposed to be blue. I'm
The
purple.
the food was supposed to be purple because of Grimace.
Mm.
Y'all know
Alright.
Grimace, right?
He's like the guy from Sesame Street, right?
It's not the. Shut up.
I don't know, bro.
Do you not actually know who Grimace
I
is?
don't.
Beck, how do you not know who Grimace is?
Oh my god, shut
Okay,
up.
so there's Ronald McDonald, right? You know him.
Oh, is it one of the side characters?
It's one of the side characters. So there's Ronald McDonald, there's the Hamburglar, there's Chica from Five Nights at
Bro, I'm
Freddy's.
sorry, I don't
and
know
then
the
there's Grimace.
McDonald's extended universe.
Bruh, I can't believe it.
You never heard of the Hamburglar, you fucking cuck?
Yeah.
Bro, okay, guys, we're ending. I'm gonna give my recommendation because I have a list right here. The film Groundhog's Day. It was a pioneer of time loop movies. Still holds up today. And I think it's a pretty good comedy. It doesn't tackle a lot of the like philosophicals around the time loop as much as Palm Springs does. So if you want a more philosophical analysis of it, I'd watch Palm Springs. You're looking for a good comedy, Groundhog's Day.
Goodbye. Always use Celsius, and thanks for listening, you horny horn dogs.